Yeah, what's poppin', Pumpkinheads? It's your boy Sweet Lou back again with a pumpkin update. So, since the migration, where I basically transplanted this back into itself, um, the plant has been doing okay. Right now, it's doing what it's been doing in the middle of the day, which is sort of getting real droopy. I think it's losing water, and because there was so much root damage that the root mass has shrunk down a lot, so it doesn't have enough like in the plumbing system to fill the leaves. So until it grows more roots, it's just gonna wilt in the middle of the day. They perk up again at night, and in the mornings they're there. But yeah, but it's at least standing up right. I've got some good news. I'm gonna try to put you all the way in here. See if you can see it. There you go. Maybe the focus sucks, but let's try this. So right here, boop, 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 boop. Right here is the vine tip. Um, and it's sort of southward facing, but there is a vine tip there that will just grow the primary vine. So it's still there. It had started to form before all of this nonsense. So if that falls off and dies, then the whole plant is dead, even if these leaves, stick around. Um, so I'm watching that, and I'm just watering it regularly because what roots it does have are gonna drink what they'll only be able to drink around that small area. So I'm trying to regularly water it. I might water it again today in the middle of the day. Um, yeah. So it hasn't completely died. I still don't have any sort of enclosure for it. I'm still sort of waiting for to see if this gets nibbled on, like some reason to call it a day with this. I have two other pumpkins that I'm trying to get to germinate in the kitchen. I just dug away some of the soil to see where they are because it's been like 2 weeks and they're slowly working their way out. I don't know why. I might have left them in the humic and fulvic acid for too long. I think I did like at least 6 hours, when 3 is probably more the mark for those. I'll also take you around to the front. We haven't done front yard stuff before. But yeah, so this Prizewinner Pumpkin, that's going to be in the back. But I also got seeds from Harris Seeds for 2 different kinds. So down here, I've got, oh, I'm blocking it. Oh, here. That's what we'll do. This is just a fabric pot that I have. I use some of our extra soil. It's mostly compost. And then in there I have porcelain pumpkins, which come out as a nice pinkish color. So I might have these grow out onto the lawn towards the sun and then maybe lift them up to mow. I don't know exactly how that'll work. I can't let them sink tap roots down because it's a lawn. But I don't know. And then, got one more fun thing. You might recognize this pot. If you watched last year, I grew two 25-pound pumpkins in that pot last year, and now I'm going to attempt to grow Crunchkins, which I also got from Harris Seeds, and they're small pumpkins that grow on a bush type vine. So I'm going to try to get this to trellis up to our front light. I soaked them all in humic and fulvic acid. And then, since the other ones weren't germinating, I was like, oh, maybe I over soaked them for too long. So then I also put two uh, seeds in that weren't soaked in the acid. So there's 5 seeds in there right now. And I think I only want one plant. So we'll see what goes. So I've got this wooden trellis. And then I also have some like a string trellis. I might overlay this and then actually strap it all the way up so that it can grow the pumpkins and then they can hang down behind the trellis. So they'll grow pumpkins and they'll hang down behind, and then we could sling them up with pantyhose or something like that that will support the pumpkin evenly. I hear those are good for that. But that's it. So that's the update. So pumpkin in the backyard is still going. It hasn't died flat out, but it's touch and go. And we've got other pumpkin assortments to look forward to. All right, Pumpkinheads, thank you for checking in. See you next time. Happy holiday.